What is up, everyone? Welcome or welcome back to A Mile of My Stilettos. I'm Crystal, and I'm excited because today I'm going to be doing a braidless TWA sew-in for you guys. You see my hair is super short, ain't no braids going in this, but I want me a sew-in. So I'm gonna tell you how I do that. Let's go ahead, let's jump into today's video. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be molding my hair down. I'm using this Got To Be styling gel. I would say you could use the black one or you could use the yellow one. It really doesn't matter. But first thing you want to do is slick your hair down to create a liquid ball cap. You can also use that specific liquid ball cap stuff, but this is what I have, so this is what I'm using. Now I'm going to get my Got To Be Breeze Blasting Spray and I'm going to blast it. Alright, and now that that's done, I'm going to go and I'm going to sit in my hoodie dryer for about 10 or 15 minutes to let this set. The hair that I have today is from Beau Shine. I have 3 bundles. They are 14, 16, and 18, as well as a 12-inch closure. And you guys, the quality of this hair is actually really good. I was surprised because I had never gotten bundles from Amazon before, but I love the hair. It's very soft, and I'll leave the details in the description box. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my cap on, and this is a pretty easy process. Just put your cap on, and then I'm going to get the closure. This is a T-part closure, as you can see, and so I'm going to cut the top lace off of that. I'm going to use my even tinted spray and I'm going to turn it. Now you could use makeup to do this, but because I have the spray, that is what I use. And now you see me cutting off that additional lace. From here, you're going to begin sewing in just like you would a traditional sew-in. I like to show my closures where I do half on one side and then I cut the string and then I go back and I sew in the other half from the other side. This helps with making sure that your closure is not bumpy or ripply and you're just pulling it taut but not tight, again, to avoid those ripples, but it just makes sure you get a nice smooth clean look. If you're wondering what are you attaching this needle and thread to since you have no braids, you're just sewing it through the cap, and then where you can, you're allowing that to also go through the liquid cap that you created. So again, this is a very easy process. You want to start with your closure, and then from there you're going to go in and you're going to start sewing in the tracks that go in the back. Now when you sew in the tracks that go in the back, you definitely want to start with the longest hair that you have. So I'm going to be starting with my 18-inch hair, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to get to sewing, you guys. Now, as you're sewing in your tracks, you want to make sure that you're pulling that cap forward. As you can see, it kind of starts to roll back. So you just want to make sure you continue to pull it forward so that it lays flat, so you have minimal rolling. And then you're going to see as I continue to sew, I actually don't cut my tracks. I think that it's easier to reuse them if you don't cut them. So you see that I actually flip my tracks over, and you're also going to see as I continue to sew that I start to bring the hair up and around towards the front after I'm done flipping over and just going straight across. So you'll see me getting into that actually right now. So that's just a technique that I use to make sure that I bring about that kind of swoop bang type effect.